Good morning, good morning, good morning, and wake up, wake up, wake up. It's your boy Vincent E. Gray with Be Invincible. I have your morning motivational snackable on today. I know I kind of started off late today, but today I just got through speaking to some community members on today's snackable, and I said I have to go and do this video and grace you with it. But before we get ready to jump into our conversation, I think you all know what I'm about to say. I'm about to give you my signature tagline. Go get your pen, go get your notebook, open up your note apps. I'm telling you, this one is going to be super powerful. I don't even ask you to share. I don't even do that. I try to give you good content every day. But this one, I want you to share it with 3 people. Real talk, I want you to share it with 3 people. Let's go. Let's jump into our conversation. So I read an African quote yesterday that simply said, "Don't look where the person has fallen, but look where they slipped." I'm about to give you a background noise on that one. Said, don't look where you have fallen, but look where you slipped. When I was thinking about that, I was thinking about one simple thing. I was wanted to just let you know that you must learn from where you slipped, not where you landed. Because a lot of times we just look at where we landed, but we don't learn from the slip. And what I mean by that, a lot of times we focus on the fall, but we never take the time to do a deep analysis and see what caused the fall. For example, I remember when I was in college, one of my roommates, my freshman year, I told you all I was on academic probation. I wasn't handling my business. I didn't know my why. And as I always say, when your why does not move you, your what will never happen. When you have lost your why, you have lost your way. And so I didn't know why I was in college. I was just there just to get out of my mother's house. And so my freshman year, I was on academic probation. But then my sophomore year, it became serious. I'm focused and I'm handling my business. And so this one particular time I was taking this class with a friend of mine, and I was telling him, I was like, bro, I need you to come to the study sessions. I need you to come to the study hall. But he was, doing his thing. He was slipping into the clubs, and you had to be 21 in order to get in. He was sipping on stuff that you have to be 21 to sip on. And then afterwards, he's just thinking, he tripping. He thinking unrealistically. So what ends up happening is we get our test back, and I end up getting a B. I was like, man, and I was studying hard. But he ended up getting an F. And he started saying to himself, I don't understand how I got an F. I said, bro, are you serious? He said, I don't know. See, he was focusing on the fall, but he didn't focus on what led to the fall, which was the slip. I said, number one, I said you was in the clubs. Number two, you was sipping on stuff that you had no business sipping on. And then number three, now you tripping. And tripping is when you start thinking unrealistically. I said, bro, you are a professional excusologist. He was like, what, Vincent? I said, you're a professional excusologist. And what I want you all this year, I don't want you to become a professional excusologist. And a professional excusologist are individuals who commit to making excuses. They constantly make excuses to justify their lack of progress, their lack of effort, and their lack of commitment. Because an excuse is an avoidance of responsibility. He said, man, Vince, how do I change it? Because at the end of the day, most of us are living in those 3 stages. We either slipping into depression, we either slipping on alcohol, or we tripping. And that's when you thinking unrealistically. And he said, Vincent, how do I change? And I told him, I said, you don't change your life by changing your life. You change your life by changing the things that change your life. I want you to write that down. You don't change your life by changing your life. You change your life by changing the things that change your life. He said, Vincent, what's the things that I need to change? I said, the first thing that you need to change is immaturity. I want you to write this down. I said, immaturity is the inability to delay self-gratification. Inability to delay self-gratification. That is exactly what immaturity is. The inability to delay self-gratification. So he like, okay, I get it. And so I want to just share that with you, that you can no longer be an excusologist this year. So let me tell you the story, and then I'm just wrap it all up, and it's going to make sense. Yesterday, me and my daughter, we went to Walmart. And we at Walmart, and there was a young man who was talking to his mom. And his mom told him, she said, I'm not buying that toy. This young man got so upset that he took his hand and cleared the whole row. He just cleared it. Glass, breaking, everything. They had, some oil or something was on the shelf, and it spilled everything just on the ground. It was like 40 things on the ground. He just cleared it. And him and his mom said, let's go. And they took off running. And my shame game is strong. strong. My shame game strong. So I start singing this song. Clean up, everybody clean up. They're trying to run away. My daughter said, Daddy, you doing too much. I'm gonna say it again. I start singing it. Clean up, everybody clean up. They're trying to run away. And then there was a gentleman who was walking. He almost slipped and fell. You might be wondering, why am I telling you this story? I'm trying to tell you this story is because the reason why some of you all are falling is because somebody dropped something and you walking into their mess. See, if you don't clean up, you're going to mess up. That's the word for you this year. If you don't clean up, you're going to mess up. And then somebody going to walk into your mess and they going to injure themselves. This year, this is the word for you. I told you this year the word is excellence. But I want you to know it's clean up on aisle 2025. You need to clean up your credit. You need to clean up your attitude. You need to clean up anything that's holding you back from your future. Because if you don't clean it up, the next generation is going to slip and fall. Clean up on aisle 2025. That's what I have for you today. That's all I have more to say, but I'm going to end it right there. My name is Vincent E. Gray with Be Invincible. Never let what your eyes see determine what your heart believe. As always, don't enjoy your day. Make sure that your day enjoy you. Don't focus on where you fail, but focus on where you slip. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Be great.